What if I told you that making Earth just a little heavier could destroy civilization? Not by an asteroid, not by a supervolcano, by gravity itself. Right now, Earth follows an almost perfect path around the sun, close enough to stay warm, far enough to avoid being burned alive. It's a delicate balance that has kept life thriving for billions of years. But here's the strange part. That balance is far more fragile than most people realize. The sun is about 330,000 times more massive than Earth. Its gravity constantly pulls our planet inward. The only reason we don't crash into it is because Earth is moving sideways fast enough to keep missing. A cosmic balancing act. So what happens if Earth's gravity suddenly becomes stronger? Just a 5% increase could be enough to change everything. Earth's orbit would begin to tighten. Summers would become hotter. Winters would become colder. Weather patterns would grow more extreme. At first, it might seem manageable, but that's not even the craziest part. Harsher seasons would devastate agriculture. Crops would fail. Food shortages would spread across continents. Entire economies could collapse under the pressure. And this is where it gets weird. That nightmare scenario comes from only a tiny increase in gravity. Just 5%. Now imagine doubling it. Most scientists would tell you that such a change would likely be catastrophic instantly. Earth's interior could compress. Massive heat could be released. The planet itself might become unrecognizable. But for a moment, let's ignore that. Let's imagine gravity doubles slowly enough for humanity to survive. Because what happens next changes everything. The first thing you notice is your own body. You haven't gained a single kilogram. Yet suddenly, you feel twice as heavy. Every step feels exhausting. Every movement requires effort. Standing up becomes a workout. Imagine carrying another version of yourself on your back every second of every day. That's your new reality. But here's the strange part. Your muscles aren't the biggest problem. Your heart is. Now it has to fight against twice the force to move blood throughout your body. Blood pressure skyrockets. Breathing becomes harder. Your lungs struggle under the extra weight pressing down on them. Even sleeping becomes dangerous. Bed sores become common. Climbing stairs feels like scaling a mountain. A simple fall that once caused bruises could now become fatal. And that's when things changed. Because humans aren't the only things affected. Everything around us starts failing too. Buildings begin carrying loads they were never designed to support. Bridges buckle. Roads crack. Infrastructure slowly collapses under forces it was never built to withstand. Then the skies begin to change. Planes struggle to stay airborne. Fuel consumption explodes. Flights become increasingly difficult. But that's not even the craziest part. Satellites orbiting Earth suddenly find themselves moving too slowly for the new gravitational pull. One by one, they begin falling back toward the planet. Communication networks fail. Navigation systems disappear. The modern world starts going dark. And just when it seems things can't get worse, nature delivers an even bigger surprise. Trees were never designed for a world like this. Many would collapse beneath their own weight. Others would die because they could no longer pump water high enough through their trunks. Entire forests would transform. The giants would vanish. New trees would grow shorter, thicker, stronger. And this is where it gets weird. Humans might start changing too. Generation after generation, evolution would favor different traits. Shorter bodies, denser bones, stronger muscles, thicker blood vessels. A completely different version of humanity could emerge. At first glance, that sounds terrifying. But here's the twist nobody expects. Life might not end. It would simply adapt. Cities would become lower and more compact. Buildings would spread outward instead of upward. Transportation would be redesigned. Technology would evolve around the new rules. Humanity has survived ice ages, plagues, and global disasters before. Could we survive double gravity? Maybe. But the planet itself would never feel the same. The atmosphere could become denser. Radiation levels might change. Weather systems could behave in ways we've never experienced. Every aspect of life would be rewritten. What once felt normal would become impossible. And that's the biggest revelation of all. We think gravity is constant because it always has been. But our entire civilization depends on that invisible force remaining exactly the way it is. Change it even slightly, and the world becomes unrecognizable. So the next time you effortlessly stand up, take a breath, or watch a tree sway in the wind, remember something. Those simple moments exist because gravity allows them to. But if Earth suddenly became twice as heavy,